Welcome everyone to my channel. Today we will delve into a terrifying and mysterious story that has left its mark on the minds of many people, the story of Eliphasi Mzomi, one of the most terrifying killers of our time. His actions made millions of people think about evil in the world and about human nature. Eliphasi Mzomi was born in an obscure village in Kenya, where he had to live in conditions of poverty. His childhood was not easy, lack of education, parents who could not provide basic needs. This formed in him a sense of hopelessness and a deep resentment against society. Already in adolescence, Eliphasi showed aggression, which few people paid attention to: teachers, classmates, and family. The first daring act of murder happened when he was only 20 years old. In conditions of social tension and personal psychological problems, he attacked his neighbor, with whom he had a conflict. This killing was not spontaneous, it became the culmination of accumulated aggression. Mzomi was detained, but thanks to the delay of the court process, he was able to avoid punishment. After this crime, a sense of impunity appeared, which pushed him to further acts of violence. Mzomi believed that the traditional justice system was powerless in the face of his personal demons. He began killing bystanders, choosing his victims at random, which only increased the horror surrounding his personality. Eliphas chose his victims mostly at night. He used various methods, from strangulation to knife attacks. He didn't just kill, he also used the psychological factor. Researching the events in which he took part, one can see that many of his victims died of terror already at the stage of action. Mzomi enjoyed the feeling of power. The society, which reacted with horror to his actions, witnessed events that emphasized that violence can be the result not only of personal problems, but also of social troubles. The perception of Mzomi as a symbol of evil has sparked public debate about the violence and its causes. Eliphasi Mzomi was arrested several months later, after the police began an active investigation. He was identified thanks to witnesses who survived his attacks. The trial became a real media show. Mzomi openly despised the court and even laughed in its face. He faced numerous charges, but his indifferent behavior in the courtroom only added to the horror. Psychologists who observed the process emphasized that Mzomi had deep psychological disorders. His brutality was the result of a combination of social, economic, and psychological factors. In fact, his personality turned out to be so complex that the participation of experts was necessary, not only to clarify the circumstances of his crimes, but also to understand the phenomenon of violence itself. Eliphasi Mzomi is not just a citizen who has committed serious crimes. It is also a symbol of evil, which made us all think about the issues of morality, evil, and violence in society. His story reminds us that behind every crime there is a unique story that needs to be studied and understood. Thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and leave comments about your vision for this story. Wait for new stories about mysterious and terrible events that changed the world.